Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another dystopia, and today we are going to learn how to create this dodge roll system. Okay, guys, so let's get started. So the first thing to do, guys, is to make sure to have the right animations. So in my case, I have this dodge roll animation for the left and the right. Okay, rightly retargeted for this Engine 5 skeleton. One important thing here, guys, you need to make sure that your animation contain a root motion. Okay, so you open your animation, you go here in the asset details and you type root motion. So it must be enabled, checked, okay, and also the animation need to have the root motion, which means that the character will move with the animation. If your animation don't have the root motion, you can add it by, I will show you. For example, I will copy this here. Okay, I will open it. In my case, I have already an a root motion, but if I don't have, you will see even if it is false here, your character will move but in place, okay, like this, like this. So in this case, what you need to do, you go to skeleton, you select the root, and here you will add a key like this, add a key, and then while it is moving like this, you will go until the end of the animation and you drag your character right here, right here, and you add a key. Now look at this. When I click play, I have a root motion. Of course, it is not well done, but just to give you the idea how to create your own root motion. Okay, guys, this is very important if you want to add a clean dodge roll system and animation. After that, we are going to create anim montages for this animation. So to do this, you just right click on your green animation, which is the an animation sequence. You go all the way up and you search for create anim montage like this. Okay, you click on it and you will have your anim montage. This is the anim montage that we are going to use. So here, guys, we don't need any event, okay? It will be a quick tutorial. It's really easy. After that, we go to our anim blueprint. Okay, guys, remember, if you don't know how to get your anim blueprint, you go to your character blueprint, click on your mesh, and here you will find your anim class. Click here and you will find your anim blueprint. So in your case, you will have just the locomotion state machine, the default slot for this is the part handling the anim montages. Okay, guys, the anim montages are animation that are triggered one time. Okay, guys, in contrary, the locomotions animations are animations that are triggered in loop, which is animations that are repeating. Okay, guys, so this part, if you have followed our previous video, we have set a looking at system, okay, like this. When I turn my mouse, you can see that my character look right where I am directing my mouse. Okay, guys, and when I move, it keep the direction of the movement. So let's get back to the dot roll. So this part I said it was for the looking at, and this is the output. So mainly the most important part here is the slot default, the default slot. So make sure to have this well set. After that, you go to your character blueprint, and here we are going to set our logic. So in our case, I have choose to an E and A keyboard as an input. So to do this, you just right click and search for the key that you want. For example, you can just search for U and you type key, and here you will find the U button. So I will delete this. I keep my E and A. So the E is for the right dot roll and the A for the left. After that, we are going to set the word rotation of our character. Why I am using this node, guys? Because remember, I am using this looking at system. So if for example, I am looking right and I dot roll without the set word rotation, my character will dodge roll forward, forward of the camera view. So this is why when I click E, I will set the word rotation of my character forward like this, and after that it will dodge roll. I will show you. So now when I look right and click E, it will dodge roll correctly. But if I don't use this node, look what will happen. Sorry. So now I am looking right, and you see that I am dodge rolling forward, which is not appropriate. So let's keep our set word rotation node. The settings will be, so you drag your BP third person character capsule component like this, okay, and after that you get word rotation. Why? Because we need to keep the X and Y axes, but we will change the Z axis. To do this, so you just split structure here, you keep the X and the Y like this, but for Z, you will search for your control rotation, which is the direction of the mouse on the game. So you just get control rotation like this, and you split the structure, and here you will use the Z for the new rotation Z, and that's it. We have finished this part. So let's get back as it was like this. Okay, I can compile. After that, I need to create a boolean variable. So as usual, you click here in this plus button. Okay, you will have a new variable, so you keep it as a boolean, and here you will name it can roll. Okay, this is mine, so can roll, and you will use a branch node. Okay, so if the character can roll, the can roll variable is set to true per default. Okay guys, make sure to set it true per default. After that, you will set it to false. Okay, so after we click E, we will set the word rotation of the character, and if the character can roll, it will not be able to roll the dodge roll anymore. After that, I will play an anim montage, which is my dodge rolling right like this. Okay guys, so to get this, we right click here, play montage, you select this one. Okay, in skeletal mesh you drag your mesh, here you select your anim montage, and for the speed, okay, now here you can see that this animation is pretty slow. So for the gameplay, it will be a little bit boring. This is why I increased my play rate to 2.5, okay, in order to have a smoother gameplay. So here you just change this to 2.5, but of course it depends on your own animation. Okay guys, so after that we will use a retrievable delay. You can get this by retrievable delay. This is it. And why I have the duration of 1.35, this is the duration of my animation divided by my play rate. Why? Because I need to reset the can.roll variable boolean to true again in order to have a new dot roll when we want it. If we don't use this boolean and this branch, we will have this weird movement. You will see. You can see the character can dot roll in a limited amount of time, but you can see that when I use the can roll variable, it will only roll when it finish its animation, and that's it. Just make sure to link the uncompleted output to the set can roll, the on blend out, because it is much smoother for the gameplay. Okay, we can roll again even before the end of the animation, just before the end, which can provide us a much smoother movement. And on interrupted, because if you are using another anim montage, this anim montage will be interrupted, and your can roll boolean will not be set to true again. So this is why we use on interrupted, but of course it will be after this delay, because even if you use the left, the other dodge roll animation, it will interrupt the right one. So we want to finish the first animation in order to have a new one. This is why I am using a redrigable delay here. And you set the can roll to true again, and you will do the same exact same thing for the left side. You can see the set for the rotation, the branch, the set to false, any montage, and here the set to true again. And we have finished this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and see you in next tutorial.